The Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Hey there, this is indie artist Shanbray Price, and I rock with Queen Silvy on the Queen Silvy Show. Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you running like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show with the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 It's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you for spending another terrific Tuesday with us on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. It is now my absolute pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, everybody's favorite comedian, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
Yes, it is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. How are you, Smooth?
I'm doing smooth, terrific on this Tuesday, Queen. How are you doing today?
Well, as always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious,
Yeah.
I suppose, is 24/7. Not Queen Silks. You know what?
What?
Queen Silvy, you're simply amazing.
I know.
Yes, you
Thank
are.
you.
Got a little tongue tied there. You're just looking so good.
Stop it, Smooth. But yes, you're right. Double that. I am amazing. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have an amazing guest today, as well as some announcements.
You know what? We are really going to have a fantastic. We're going to have a poet on that's going to just really lay it down very different ways. I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with our guest today. And, also, as always, our hearts and prayers are going out to the world, everything going on besides the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the floods, what else we have? Forest fires.
All
we
kinds
have
of things.
all kinds of political indifferences.
Oh,
I run out of, my mind's going crazy thinking of everything that's going on. But as the Queen always says,
That's right.
faith over fear. We'll get through all this.
Yes, we will.
It's an amazing time. And hey, we are amazing people.
I am.
And there's another A word, amazing. Anyhow, how about some analytics from last week.
Hey.
United States,
Hey.
United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Germany, Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, Australia, and the good old US of A. Hey, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And you know what? There's a million ways to keep up with us. And one of them is to follow us on Facebook.
That's right.
Obviously, on the Queen Silvy Show. Or you could go to our YouTube site, which is The Queen Silvy Show. And when you're on YouTube, just simply in that search engine, drop in The Queen Silvy Show. You'll get the results of all of our shows. And if that wasn't another way, we even got more ways. We can go to www.thequeensilvyshow.com, and you can click on one of the flyers there from the show tab and listen to any one of the archive copies that you might want to.
Oh, yeah.
So we're here for you, and hopefully you're here for us.
Absolutely. In fact, hey, if you are were you done? I'm sorry.
I believe I'm done.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Because I want these guys to know that you have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this super greatness you are in store for on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. In fact,
You know what?
phone lines are open. If you'd love to call in, ask our guest a question, give a shout out, holler at Smoother myself. That number is 817-602-0577. That is the number to The Queen Silvy Show. You were saying something.
You almost forgot to tell them that we love and appreciate you.
No, that was next.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Got you.
Got me?
Hey,
Got me.
I want you to know that if you are watching this live, thank you, Smooth. I want you to know, hey, Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive, say what?
Yeah, our love is everlasting.
Our love is everlasting.
Absolutely.
We
Always.
love and appreciate you as well. So before we get things going with my multiple award-winning, super fantastic guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I'd like to share some motivational words from The Queen Silvy Show. Do you? Nothing gets transformed in your life until your mind is transformed. Everything begins inside your mind, and with the right mindset, you will succeed. Allow yourself to transform as many times as needed in order to be fully happy and successful. Know that a powerful mind gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. So know that, we all have to wear many hats, but wear them well and soar. That's right. And those are some motivational words from The Queen Silvy Show to you, baby, and you, baby, and you, baby. Yes, indeed. I have not forgotten before we get into our guests, I would love to give some shout outs to my good deserving kings and queens like you. Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rouse. Hey.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
You like my voice? I do too. To my grandsons and my great-great-grandson DJ, to Jonathan Jr., Tyron, and Omari.
Shout out to you.
Jonathan Sr., Lee Allen Sr., Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Brianna, Alana, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Kelly and Ryan and the All-American Boys, Matt and Tracy, and the All-American Girls.
Shout out to you.
Let me clear my throat for me. To Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, C. Shorty Franklin, Pamela Anderson, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends all the way around, down up there in Africa. Amy Kanema, Webster Rito Hostile Flow, Princess Area Lua, and Hero Boy.
Shout out to you.
To my friends in the United Kingdom, my good queen friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Gay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Webster Rito. Webster Rito, get off my... To Robin Taylor, DJ Team Brook 100, Christine Lewis Anderson, and James and Audrey.
Shout out to you.
Nana Linda Hartley, Edith Verhook, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gorb Dobb.
Shout out to you.
To Miguel Montibon, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, Angela Baker, and my good friend, Joe Mass.
Shout out to you.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone that you would love for us to represent and shout out, we will gladly do that for you 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday, with Tim's Tidbits, special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas, and every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment talents, topics, and resources. Check out this resource, and when we get back, let's get it on with this super greatness we have in store for you on the Queen Silvy Show.
Alrighty then.
And we are back on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. As I said before, you have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else. Ooh, to come on in and get some of this super greatness you are definitely
Get
in
this
store
shared
for.
out quickly.
Oh, yeah. You know, in my words, powerful, dynamic, enlightening, and authentic. Those are my words for it, but hey, she is that and so much more. Sharing her journey that's crossed paths from Kenya to Greece and all areas in between. Live from Detroit, Michigan, I introduce to you award-winning poet and playwright, spoken word artist, singer, actress, filmmaker, author. She probably is a good cook too, but we gonna
This
find
goes
out
on
that
and
in a
on,
minute.
doesn't it?
I know, right? One single rose. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, my darlings.
How are you today?
I am amazing. How are you guys? Thanks so much for having me.
We are honored to have you on the Queen Silvy Show today. I know that you are born Rosemarie Wilson, but you're known worldwide as One Single Rose. Tell me the meaning behind your name.
Well, I got the name from one of my very good friends. I was editing a book for her before I actually put out my first collection of poetry. So I gave her some of my poems to read, and she was like, "Oh, these are dope. I have the perfect name for you, One Single Rose." And I'm like, that kind of has a ring to it, and it stuck. So one of my friends gave it to me.
Hey.
And it speaks as to a woman who basically is handling a lot of her own business by herself, not necessarily a relationship status, but back then it did, because I started writing as a woman scorned. But, you know, I'm just out here making my way, paving my path, following the path as I'm led as One Single Rose.
Hey, I like that. One and only, right?
That's
one and
it,
only.
just one.
And hey, we all have a story to tell, and you are one, dynamic in the work that you do. You are born and raised in Motor City, Detroit?
Yep. Born and raised on the east side of Detroit.
What was growing up like for you?
Ooh, growing up was kind of hard. I had 4 older brothers. As the only girl, you can imagine how dating would be with 4 older brothers.
Yeah, I got 5, so I know, right?
Yeah. And in a single parent household, my mom instilled very good values in me, and I grew up in an area where there was a lot of gang activity, but we didn't fall prey to that. You know, we'd see it happening and kept our mouths shut and kept doing so that we could live.
Right.
It was tough.
Right. Well, I'm glad you made it through all of that there, because even that, what you just said, I could see a documentary or a movie or a great poem about just that, the life in your neck of the woods. I mean, I'm from the hood. I got 5 brothers, 3 sisters. I know, single parent. Come on now. We all know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, I hadn't been vetted so hard in all my life. I can't believe 5 brothers I had to go through to get approval to take her out on a date.
Man, our brothers are very protective. Let me just say that there. But at what point for you, can I call you Queen Rose, by the way?
Absolutely. That's one of my pen names, actually.
All right, Queen Rose. At what point or what was it that opened your mind and drew you to poetry and spoken word?
Well, I've always loved to manipulate words. And from what I understand, I've been singing since I could make sound. So I've always loved to manipulate words in my favor. So if my mom told me no, I had a word or a song as to why she should tell me yes.
All right.
So
I like that. We learn early on in life that words has power. Okay, Mama Nun
Absolutely.
said, we all know that. I mean, words can either unite us or it can divide us. It's point
Yeah.
blank. But what's the ultimate goal or the passion and the purpose for one single rose?
Well, I'm just basically following the word as it leads, and it's been taking me on some amazing journeys. I had no idea after writing my first collection that I'd be singing on wider audiences, that I'd be writing plays, that I'd be acting, that I'd be creating my own films, that I'd be producing shows. So I'm just basically following the word as it leads, and it hasn't steered me wrong yet. So I put all my faith and my trust in it, and the path that it's leaving is what I accept, and I'm obedient to it.
Are you doing what you always wanted to do? I mean, did you know this was the path you were going to take when you were younger?
I had no clue. I had no clue whatsoever. I knew that I've always liked to sing, and I almost broke into the music business. And I think it was 1999 or 2009. I penned a reply to David Hollister's "My Favorite Girl,"
Mm.
and then the music business came into play, which was kind of shady. So I opted to put my words on paper, and I had no idea that doing so and taking that leap of faith would bring me into this genre of art. And I'm just basically following where
Right
it
on.
takes me.
Hey, sometimes paths open up when it's time, and you took heed of that and listened to that, because I've heard you sing. I know you got a good voice, but I want everyone to know right here before you is a true award-winning, multiple award-winning, talented queen, and she's performed nationally, internationally. Aside from being a fabulous poetess and spoken word artist, she's an actress, playwright, filmmaker, and author. And we're going to definitely get into more of that should Queen Rose decide to come back on the show. But now, throughout your journey and over the years, what achievements are you most proud of?
Oh, well, I would have to say it's so. I've been blessed with so many honors, but right now, the achievement that I'm really proud of, I'm currently an honoree and nominee in the Detroit Black Music Awards.
All
It's the
right.
first time that they've allowed spoken word into the fold of the awards, and I was one of the nominees. And the ceremony will take place next week here in Detroit. So just to receive honors from home is indeed
That is
something
outstanding.
very special to my heart.
That is so
Yes.
outstanding. Audience, give it up to her again. What? What?
Thank you.
Okay. So, something that I know that you've done this already, but when I saw that you did it, singing the national anthem at the Detroit Pistons game can be like Showtime at the Apollo. You feel me? They going to let you know if they like you, they don't like you. What was that like for you?
It was absolutely amazing. Everything that happened behind the stage to the rehearsals, actually being ushered out onto the court, watching the players, they were swaying as I was singing the national anthem. And then when I came off, it was like everybody, no matter where I went, hey, you did good. Oh, girl, you sounded good. Oh, I never heard the national anthem sung like that. It was just amazing. And it was just ringing all throughout the entire stadium wherever I walked. And I was like, wow, 30,000. I don't know how many people were actually there, but I think there were about maybe 30,000, 40,000 people. I don't know. That was actually my biggest audience. But
That
it
is
was
so great.
You know what I'm
amazing.
thinking?
I'm still reeling out doing it.
Here's what I'm thinking, Queen. You couldn't even feel your feet under you.
Yeah,
You were
she was
you were
floating.
floating
I
on
was
out.
gliding like
Yeah.
I was gliding like in one of those Spike Lee films. You know how he has the actual motion in the film where you just
Yeah.
walking. That's how I was going through the
I bet you were.
Right? I bet you were too. That's what's up. Move over, Beyonce. Oh, y'all ass ain't, you know what. But definitely I think engaging and entertaining, usually it's emotionally moving in some way or another, it's spoken word, which is it's poetry, but it's specifically created and intended for the live audience. You're good on stage, you're good off stage, your videos is very good, your words is impactful, there's definitely meaning behind it, but what's your poetic style? Because how sometimes when you're an artist, whether you're a singer, comedian, you got to find your voice, find your own style. What's yours?
Well, I tend to lean more towards free verse because
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't actually have to take on any form, and I can basically have a conversation with the audience, telling a story from the beginning. It's kind of like making a sandwich. You got the meat on top, which is the beginning, the meat in the middle. I mean, the bread on top. Then you got the meat in the middle, which actually tells the whole story, and then the bottom slice of the bread that brings the entire piece together. So I kind of lean more towards free verse. I love to pen haiku. I have recently, maybe the past couple years, been creating flyku.
Mm.
I take an old school typewriter around to events, have the audience give me one word, and then I create a haiku based on that one word on an old school typewriter, and I give it to the recipient. And those seem to go over pretty well. And next year I'll be creating a book based on those flyku, putting them all in a collection because it's really gotten quite vast.
That
And I
is,
also like to write lyrical poems or songs, bars.
that's what's up. You know who you, when you said that, who you reminded me of is my nephew out of Columbus, Ohio, and I believe you know Serious Edition.
Serious.
Serious
Yeah.
Edition. He's done. I've
Yes.
seen where he's done something like that, where the audience throw words at him, and he takes those words and twist it and bring it into a story or something. That's for you, for him, that is a definite skill. That's a skill. That's a craft. That's something that I can't do. Let me just say it like that. I
Oh,
can't
I'm
do
sure
that
you
shit.
could.
But most of your work that you do, Queen Rose, does it come from your experience or does it come more from observation?
Observation, my own personal experience, things that I see on the news, things that I may have discussed with my friends, a lot of causes that I like to support, like domestic violence awareness and prevention, sexual assault awareness and prevention, motivation for young teens and girls. Um, Erotic, I write everything from the bedroom to the boardroom so
Yeah.
that my words will be able to go anywhere. I can go to a school and then go to the speakeasy at night. I can go to the church on Sunday or during the week and then hit up the city council meetings. So I have words and I will travel with them wherever they're welcomed.
Wow.
So you
versatility. I love that.
She's a poetic advocate.
She is.
Absolutely.
I love it. I mean, I really is so. With that said, Queen Rose, is there a subject or topic that, under no circumstances, you don't tap into?
No.
Ooh, girl, I like you. Outspoken, gonna tell it like it is. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
You have a performance, a video that I'm going to show right now. 17 syllables in the colored section. Tell me about that.
These past few years have really been trying as far as social justice and issues have come about. And the one thing that we have in common that really gets overlooked by the color of our skin is the color that lies under our skin. And it's all the same. But so much weight is put on a black person or a white person, or black people can't do this and white people are more privileged with that. But if we all think about it, we all are the same. We're just in different coating.
Amen.
But that doesn't come about. It's all about color, skin, and especially here in the United States, where they try to say that racism isn't an issue, but this country was built on racism.
Amen. Sure
and
enough.
It still is.
Sure enough. I'm gonna vote for you for president. Well, let me know when you're going out, because you know what's up, and it is true. It's a great video. You've put together something magnificent with a message that the world needs to take heed on. I present to you 7 syllables in the color section by One Single Rose. Check it out.
Liquid energy fueling human life forces are identical. Love's pigment dances, coloring veins equally. Some choose to feel red. Discrimination clouds gray matter, piercing hearts with hostility. Blacklisted fall prey to whitewashed realities, corrupting blue lines. Melanated beings feel privilege as spectators in the game. Generations of injured souls cry out from above and below ground. Black people don't bleed black. White people don't bleed white. Rubies percolate. Puncturing digits. Personal skin jabs. Same hue. Crimson shaded twins. Childish innocence sipped from fabled fountains of youth could quench world hate. Thanks to fearless friends who prick their fingers for you. Did you get the point? 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 This has been a test conducted by One Single Roses. We should love everyone broadcasting system.
Did you get the point? Did you get the point? No, I said, did you get the point? I'm loving that. I'm like, I almost was going to prick myself to show you, look, I got the point. And that is a great point to make. I mean, can we all get along in this world? You know what I'm saying? There's so much change going on. I mean, I thought it was hard when I was brought up with a single mom and 8 children and all. You know what I'm saying? Thought that was hard. But no, our youth these days, boy, the challenges that they have is amazing. And, for you, Queen Rose, as a strong female African-American queen, have you ever had incidents, whether it's here in the United States or somewhere else around the world, have you had incidents where you faced hatred or criticism?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially here in the workplace, a lot of the older Caucasian women tend to have a problem with me for whatever reason. There was one incident here in Garden City, Michigan, when I experienced my very first racial incident. I was trying to buy records at a record. This was back when CDs, cassette tapes, and vinyl were really popping and used. Mm-hmm. At a record company. I was so upset. I called my mama crying. She was like, "What's wrong, baby? What's wrong?" I was like, "Mom, he had something in the bathroom that said cool chicken." And it was just all kind of different displays of Black people in the bathroom, and it was horrible. I felt so bad leaving there. And the guy that I was with at the time, he didn't get it.
Mm-mm.
So I stopped dating him.
Right? But what about even in the performance field? There's a lot of people that can be right around you and they know you got it going on, see that potential and don't want you to step up and succeed. So, you ever experience from the males or even females who like intimidated about what you have, your gift, your path?
Yes, absolutely. I've had people tell me that they were jealous of me right to my face.
Wow.
And I said, well, thanks very much for letting me know, and I appreciate your honesty, but I'm not going to stop. So you just got to get used to seeing me. And if you don't
Right
want to see me,
on.
don't look.
That's right. Get on in line with the rest of them. I got things to do, right?
Yeah.
But
Close
looking,
your eyes.
yeah, looking at the therapeutic benefits or the inner peace, the outspokenness and freedom of speech for our youth, I think is very important right now. Tell me your opinion about our youth. I mean, what needs to be done to help them release and express their world? Because this is their world right now. They're our future. To help them release and express, their world, and also to keep poetry and spoken word alive, keeping that legacy going.
They need to understand that they are the voice of our future and their voices matter. So no matter how many people will tell them what they can't do, if they believe it, can't equals won't. So and that word is actually going to limit their movement. It's going to limit the things that they do. So you just have to press on and not let anybody deter you from following your dreams and reaching your goals, because it's going to be so many things coming at you that are going to try to take you off your square.
Right.
But if you just stay the path, stay and keep that focus and keep moving, put all the negativity behind you, and it's going to push you forward into greatness.
That's right. That's right. Smooth.
Yeah, I know what I was going to ask, and you brought it up a little bit ago, and I wanted to touch on that. And it had to do, you said that the one dude that you worked for had some racial stuff going on. And even if it's sublime racism, and or if it's right in your face type racism, and you said you had to let your one ex-friend go because they just didn't grasp the concept of this stuff is wrong. And I've had these conversations with people when it comes to racism or maybe political views, and sometimes you wonder, are we getting desensitized to a lot of things that we find it acceptable anymore? That you ran into this situation, I will run into that situation where people just aren't clicking, this is wrong.
Absolutely. We've gotten so used to things being as they were that we don't know that we can effectuate change, especially if we come together. But we don't tend to do that. We pull at each other instead of supporting each other to help us to raise up. It's like we're content being where we are. We want to talk about the things that need to change, but we aren't actually doing that. So I attempt to use my words, my songs, to be a voice for the voiceless.
All right. I love that.
And we need to be a lot more vocal. Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am, you sure did. Smooth.
Yes, you answered my question completely. I mean, I think it's the same way you do. That's my philosophy on it. It's just too commonplace, and people aren't willing to stand up and utilize that voice that they have to effect the necessary change.
So, I mentioned, well, now that I've mentioned about the youth, let me move that over to the side, because let's get into something for older adults. Now,
Okay.
you do have a naughty collection?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I pen erotic poetry under the name of Pearl's Plays. And everything that I do, naughty, my potty mouth, erotic poetry is by Pearl.
And you have all of that along with other merchandise that we can get on your website, yes?
Yes.
Okay. See, I can stand before an audience and do comedy. I can talk hot and stimulate the mind at home within my own walls. But
Mhm.
what is it like for you to stand and release some hot and stimulating poetry while men and women gaze at you?
It's very empowering because I am quite shy.
No.
Yeah, yeah. It took me a year and a half after I wrote my first book to actually share my pieces on stage in front of anybody.
Wow.
And I did that under protest. And actually, me penning erotic poetry was under protest also. I asked my readers to give me an example of what they want to hear in 5 words or less. And this one young lady's 5 words was, "Your dick ain't shit." So I was like, girl,
I love it.
I don't write those types of poems. I'm more of an inspirational, motivational type poet. So after a couple months, she came back. "Hey, Rose, did you write the poem?" I was like, "Girl, no." And then I thought, well, I did ask them what they wanted to hear. So that is what actually pushed me into penning erotic poetry, and it's kept me quite busy ever since.
I bet.
And yeah, it feels really good to stand on a stage and everyone in the audience is listening. You can hear a pin drop.
That just sounded like an old married couple, though, when you said your dick ain't shit, your pussy stink. some old married couple back and forth at each other.
Yeah. You know, that's so silly. That's silly. But you know what? I love it, and I can actually see the power. I can imagine the power. You know, I know my power when I'm at home. What I can do, what I can say, what magic, click. But standing up there and you see them gazing, and you know, oh man, I can imagine that's some powerful stuff. You probably have to flick a couple of them off afterwards because they coming up. Let me buy you a drink, baby. You like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh, do you magnetize some strange individuals at times?
Yes, there have been some
Of
really
course.
strange people. But last year, it'll be a year coming up on August the 20th. As soon as I got done off the stage, my current sweetie, he caught me coming off like, "I really enjoyed what you said up there," and we've been connected at the hip ever since.
I love
Well,
it.
then, sometimes you find a 4-leaf clover, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Because I walked away from him. I'm like, no, I ain't dealing with him. He's just like all the rest of those guys that come at me after the show. But some tap me on the shoulder like, "Girl, turn around." And I did, and I'm happy that I did.
All right, that's what's up. That is what's up. You know, it's foreplay for me, and it's a great thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just like it's nothing wrong with me asking you to honor me with
Right.
some of that naughty right now, if you will.
Okay, I got you. Let's see. This is Pillow Pleasers. When I've had a long day, but he wants to play around, I let him spend time in my fluffy playground. I sing seductively in his ear. Lay your head on my pillow and just relax. Lay. Lowering his head into my chest, hot scented strawberry oil boiling on my skin. His face slides down slowly before resting comfortably between Venus and Serena. He turns up the heat, pressing the girls together, gingerly massaging their nipples with his index fingers and thumbs, slightly nibbling, caressing them softly with his tongue. My baby's touch is so intense. He's got my juices squirting across the room. I'm squirming, soaking the sheets, ass on fire, clits pounding like a goddamn bass drum. His bone drills indentations into the mattress. He's begging to eat my cookie. But I only want a little poetic foreplay, teasing his shaft just once with my cum catcher. I pop on, then pop right off. He screams, "Damn, why you fucking playing this shit?" So I smack his fine ass face with my left tit, straddling his member between his friends for a menage a trois. His tasty sausage legs nestled between these titty buns. So I lock it down tight, saturate, then beat his meat, swallowing, counting down. A 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches disappears down my throat. This bosom knows how to work a dick. Mouth and support sucking life out that bitch. And he got what he came for. White rain dripping down my lips. One single rose, no stem.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna take a pause. We're gonna take a pause for a minute. Yeah, let me snap. That's more than a snap. Let me wipe my mouth off. Jimmy the
I gotta
Cricket.
go get a drink after that.
What I like was, listen, so you got you have these big voluptuous breasts. Let's keep it real. And she was like, Venus and Serena. I was like, girl, shut up. Let me name mine. Eenie and Meanie. I don't know, but let's just go with it. It was so nicely done. You paint the picture very well on what you do, girl. I mean, that is very hot. Is there a book that's totally just the naughty, right?
Yes.
Ooh, everybody, I'm telling you right now, go and get yourself connected. You talking about you bored and ain't got nothing to do. This will stimulate the mind and some.
That was cool.
That was cool. You like that, Smooth?
That was cool.
Smooth was liking that too. And I'm like, you giving me ideas for my next talk.
Yeah, we went to some clubs down in Dallas that the poets would have the erotic poetry. And yeah, you did real well. I commend you. You did great.
I love that type of talk too. Don't get it twisted. I love the regular, hi, can you make me a breakfast sandwich type of thing. But no, that right there, ooh,
when it stimulates the imagination is when you're doing a good job.
Hats off, so audience. Much. Where my audience? See, I charge my audience every night. So there they go. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's something that maybe that you haven't yet taken on, or something that you still aim to achieve?
Oh, I would love to produce a live spoken word jazz album, and I've recently just started to perform as a group called Jazzatry. I did a one-woman show this year for my birthday in March, and one of the audience goers who I perform regularly for at erotic events just cast us in a show yesterday with Demola, the violinist, as Jazzatry. And I must say the audience was really, really involved and engaged, and I got so much positive feedback from that.
That's good.
So I'm looking to do a album with a full band.
I can see that happening indeed.
Yeah.
March, you said March. What date in March is your birthday?
313, Detroit's area code.
Okay, I'm 303. Hello, Pisces in the house. I knew you had something in you. I knew it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I want to ask.
I knew it.
I want to ask something weird and not try to be offensive, but is it easy to cohabitate your presentations into the like a LGBTQ plus community where there's a little bit more acceptance of open-mindedness than it is into some of the other areas? Is that a weird question? I mean, my mind started thinking.
You got him everywhere.
No, it's not weird, and I perform quite frequently for LGBTQIA plus organizations and events. I have pieces for them as well.
That's what's up, girl. I love your versatility.
I would just think that the puzzle would fit together better, easier. Let's say
that puzzle that fit anywhere.
In that kind of a community. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes people are, that's just over the top. I don't want to hear that, honey. Let's get out of here. You got the prudy people.
Well, prudy people need to go get laid, right? Hello.
Yeah, well, there is one thing that I do notice in at the erotic events when men are presenting, or there's male dancers or anything on the stage. Most of the men in the audience will get up and leave until that's over, and then they'll come back inside.
Wow, they're uncomfortable with it?
That's ridiculous, but that's true.
Absolutely.
I wonder why they're uncomfortable with it, unless they got some type of phobia, but you know what I mean. Come on now.
Yeah, the men tend to be more prudish.
That is
that I've seen and experienced myself than the women are.
Interesting.
That is interesting, but you know what? You don't know what someone's been through or what they're trying to work out. I don't know. I don't understand it because, they can go home and pull up a magazine, a book, and movie, and do all this other kind of stuff. Come on, let's keep it real. And and enjoy life and what all life has to offer.
Yeah, if it doesn't hurt you, it can only make you better.
Man, it's
Exactly.
Sheesh.
And we all need to be educated in all areas. So
right.
it's important that
Right.
you know.
Right. I think so indeed. You know, you're very talented. You're very skillful. I love your mindset. And you gonna tell me that you were shy, and then once I knew you were a Pisces, okay, I get it. I say the same thing. Okay, I get it. I do too. I'm shy, but you know what? I love it. I love it indeed. But of all your skills, I've named several, but I'm even sure there's some that go beyond that. Like, you like cooking.
Yes, I
See?
do, but I would prefer not to, because when I'm hungry, I want to eat.
You was like me. Me too. Me too. I am the oddball, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Out of my 8 siblings, I can't cook. I mean,
Oh no.
you know, I like to eat, but I can't cook. But I know who can cook and where to get the food. That's so it is what it is. But
Exactly.
all of
Everybody
yours-
wasn't blessed.
Why did I get roped into that? Like,
well, because it's the way it is.
okay, fine.
But listen, of all of your skills, Queen Rose, all of your achievements and professions that you have under your belt, if you had to just pick one, just one to do for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Ooh, one, Silvy, seriously? I would say poetry.
Okay. I
would
like
say
that.
poetry.
I like that because you can take poetry to a lot of different heights. It don't just have to stay one way. Like you just gave us an
Exactly.
example right there. I'm like, well, bring it. All
Yeah,
right.
because I can still pen a poem and I can still pen a song. Because a song is nothing but a lyrical poem.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still stuck in both areas that I love.
Love it. But you know, now before we go, I'm enjoying my conversation. I just hate to end it. I'm telling you, we can go on and on about so many other things. That's why it's an honor for me to have you back again and continue all this greatness. But before we go, we're going to go out with an amazing poetic video showcase. But is there anything that you want to add or you want to say that I perhaps did not say, as well as your upcoming performances?
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the love. Congratulations on all of your success with the show. Keep up the good work. Keep the word alive. You can find me on all socials as One Single Rose. That's ONE Single Rose. I just got the trademark for One Single Rose. It cleared on July 4th. So Independence Day 2023 will be one that I will always remember.
All right.
And just look out for One Single Rose, Queen Rose, and Pearl's Plays.
I love it. And congratulations to you on all of your endures, your adventures, everything. Keep me posted on anything that you're doing. I would love to share it out for the world as well. We've been down in Texas making our mark for like 8 years. I'm originally from Toledo. Smooth is Bowling Green. So we're back up north right now. I know I'm going to be back in the Motor City and check you out live on the rail. This is what it's all about.
I look forward to it. I'll actually be back in Toledo on August 24th, I believe, but I'll send you information about that.
Yes, please do. Please do. I admire you. You're strong-minded, well-spoken queen. You are in the forefront, leading the way and leaving a legacy. You realize that? A legacy.
Thank you so much.
But with that said, you know, you're leaving a legacy and doing all of these things. Who is some females in the industry or even down the street from you that serves as a mentor or motivator for you?
Well, Jill Scott is my auntie, sister, friend, cousin, neighbor, best friend in my head.
Right.
And one of her songs I love to sing, He Loves Me, that's become one of my favorites and one of my frequently requested songs to perform. There are quite a few poets here in Detroit and nationally and internationally that I have come to admire and who I can call my sister, friend, and mentors. And I don't want to name any names because if I do, I'm going to forget somebody.
Right.
You didn't say me, so I got all love for everybody.
Right. That's what's up. You Woman is the song that we're going to go out with. I think it's also another fantastic video. You have so much, everyone, that needs to go to the YouTube channel. Is YouTube One Single Rose. So many great videos there. So impactful. I want everyone to go there. Follow her indeed. But tell me about You Woman.
That was a social media experience during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And like my sisters, I would do this thing called cocktail check-in Thursdays or something I did, where I would just basically pick somebody that I saw online and hit them up in Facebook Messenger and have a Facebook Messenger check-in with them just to see how they were doing and managing in the pandemic. So it came to me like, man, I need to celebrate my sisters because we wear so many different hats every day and we don't celebrate each other. So that's how You Woman was born.
You Woman is a great video, great poem, great piece. Let me snap forward right quick.
Thank you.
As I present to you, You Woman by One Single Rose.
Just a little something. Just a little something for the ladies. You June Cleaver in heels, stockings, A-line dress, pearl necklace wearing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking, house cleaning, laundry washing woman. Maya Angelou poem penning, Tiffany Haddish scene stealing, Oprah Winfrey wealth building, Viola Davis acting, Shaka Khan singing, Tamala Man praying, hair slaying, sister, setting it off like Queen Latifah, WAP having, Corinne Stephen superhead giving, Cardi B pole dancing, Beyonce booty bouncing, Ava DuVernay script writing, RGB justice serving, handling business like a motherfucking boss. You Lizzo non-fat shaming, Meghan Markle heir to the throne disclaiming, TLC no scrub entertaining, fuck him till he sleep energy draining, magical human being. You Kamala Harris history making, Harriet Tubman freedom taking, Kizzmekia Corbett vaccine creating, hidden figure calculating, strong, feminine ball of fire. Hot flashing, twerking, 9 to 5 working, mani-pedi painting, natural or weave wearing, nurturing breastfeeding. Creator of life. You butcher, you baker, you candlestick maker. Don't front or judge. Every woman watching this piece is or has been at least one of them goddesses. Our shit don't ever stop. We wear many hats every damn day, running things. We're leaders, presidents, monarchs. Our words become law in our queendoms. Rock that crown, keep holding it down, do the damn thing, boo, because the world can't get along without you. One single rose, no stem.
Now that is a meaning. You know, all of we women, we wear a lot of
Multiple
hats.
hats.
Oh yes, and she nailed them all on the cue. It was so great. I love that. One woman. You know what? Like I said, you can catch that and so much more. Go to her YouTube channel, One Single Rose. You can go to onesinglerose.com and get that merchandise, get them naughty collections. Go and catch yourself up on so much. I am blessed and honored to have One Single Rose, Queen Rose, on the Queen Silvy Show, and look for more coming up from her as well. Smooth, did you enjoy that?
That was wonderful. I
That
really
was so
enjoyed
great.
that interview
That was
with
so
her.
great.
Very informative. So hey, and if you're in the Detroit area, check her out.
That's right.
One
Hey,
Single Rose.
Northwest Ohio area, actually, she's a little bit
She'll
somewhere
be down
everywhere.
this way, yeah.
It's good. Hey, I'm thankful that you were here to get in on some of this super greatness we provided for you on this terrific Tuesday. The multiple award winning The Queen Silvy Show. Come back next week and get more in store. But tomorrow's Wednesday. That's Smooth Tim and Tim's Tidbits with special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas. That is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zones. And then there's Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Where we have some exceptional kings and queens bringing you some inspirational, motivating, funny Christian music. We have a total impactfulness for you. And that is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. And again, do check your time zones, but do join us. We always aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you, baby.
Oh, there you go.
So, Smooth, how can we be followed?
Simply by Googling us. And we're Googleable. Easiest is to go to our YouTube page and type in The Queen Silvy Show in the search engine. You'll get the results of all of our shows right there. And yeah, tune in tomorrow night. Tim's Tidbits.
He ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna put a new twist on an old French recipe. We're gonna be talking about croissants.
I like croissants. You like croissants?
So,
with that said, hey, go out and make the best of your day. Stay positive, optimistic, be kind, smile, say hi, do all that. Check on your people.
Till next week. Same Queen time, same Queen station. We'll holla.
Bye. Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah.